Alright guys, welcome to another episode of Bert's Bike. Taking the Versys 650 out for a ride, courtesy of Kawasaki. Let's do it. Yes sir. Alright, it's a pretty good looking machine. I've heard really good things about it. We'll see on a test ride. Alright, mounting the bike, riding it up. It feels really good. It's a very comfortable place to be. Upright seating position for sure. This windshield is missing a screw, but hopefully that'll stay on. Looks like it's in the right position. Mirrors are in the right position. Alright. Super quiet. Alright, I love this LCD dash. The LCD is really, really clear. I mean, I have polarized glasses on, and it's sunny right now. So, looks really, really good. The actual rev counter is, I don't know if you can see that, but it's super accurate. It goes, there's almost no delay from when you wick the throttle and do that. So it responds right away with the throttle.
To show that y'all are ready here, please.
Friction zone is exactly where you'd expect it to be.
Sorry, Z650.
All right. Definitely like a straight up seated position here. Almost like you're sitting in a chair. Alright, so first thing is the windshield. Works pretty well. It's actually shooting it right at my GoPro, so hopefully that won't mess the audio up too much. Yeah, just really smooth, predictable power here. Bike does want you to rev it. Obviously my Z900 has a lot more under the hood, but feels good to ride. I feel like I'm actually lugging it if I don't rev it out. This seems to want to live at about 35 to 4 if you're just riding normally. Yeah, I mean, super comfortable place to be. Your legs aren't straight down though, they're kind of tucked back a little bit, so that's kind of nice. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but I guess my one little criticism right now is the way these mirrors are set up. They kind of need to be rotated forward because they're angled back a little bit. They're creating a little bit of a blind spot. That's just a setup thing. Move this stuff around. Oh, looks like I have traction control too. This gear indicator works really well. LCD works really well. I mean, I've seen other reviews on this bike, and that's basically the consensus. It does everything well. I just wanted to get the first-hand experience. Yeah. It's a little buzzy. You can kind of feel it on the seat when you get the revs up there to about 4,000. Yeah, just something to get used to there. So I wouldn't say this is the smoothest engine I've ridden, but you can really feel those vibes in your seat at about 4,000 RPMs. Yeah, to move this around, it's not quick to turn in, but it's quick enough, especially for a tall bike like this. I say tall, but it's not really tall. It's just taller than a regular street bike. Alright, third gear is where it seems like it wants to live. Yeah, there's a lot left to go on the rev range, so it looks like it redlines at 10. So you're going to be living at about 4,000 to 5,000 probably by if you're in the city and trying to get accelerated quickly enough. Slow speed, super easy on this bike, just really easy. Alright, so it revs up to 6,000 there to get some power. Yeah, you got to work the engine to get it going. I'm just a little spoiled with the Z900, but I don't mind having to work the engine. Alright, here we go. Yep, easy, predictable. Man, the only negative on this bike so far is the vibrations on the seat. Just really feeling it. I've never really had a bike like that before where the vibrations weren't in the handlebars, they're on the seat. Alright, so the closest competitor to this bike, in my opinion, and actually it's a bike that I've owned, is the CB500X. This just brings back a whole lot of memories from that CB500X. Mine was an older model. It was a 2014, I think, model, and very, very similar in the delivery of power, feel, and stance. The CB500, your legs are a little bit more kicked back than this, I believe. So the way I like to ride, I ride on the balls of my feet, and if you're on the balls of your feet, you have a slightly sporty stance, very slightly sporty stance on your legs, which I think is nice. What's that, man? KLR looks like quite the bike. Looks like it's the short version. Yeah, the clutch engagement, super predictable on this bike. Really predictable. Also, if you lug this bike, you definitely feel it chugging a little bit. It's nothing crazy where the bike feels like it wants to turn off, but if you're below 3,000, definitely feel the engine kind of working. So you got to keep those revs up. Okay, so I just hit a little bit of just a little bit of speed, and you can definitely feel that wind noise creeping in from this windshield. However, it is concentrated right where I thought it was, like right at my eye level. And I think if I raise that windshield up, the wind would be shooting almost over my head, which would be ideal. Big bump here. Alright, suspension seems pretty good. I did stand up on that. Keep in mind, guys, these are like maybe 15 to 20 minute test rides, so it's not a thorough review of the bike, it's just an impression, a first ride impression. Ooh, brakes work really good. Alright, definitely doesn't want to be in second gear here. Yeah, you can feel that bike lugging around in second gear for these roundabouts. So you're gonna have to keep first gear loaded. Yeah, overall, the engine sound is smooth, the bike doesn't shake excessively. Ooh. Alright, I think the suspension is pretty good for stock. That didn't jar me, but I definitely felt it. That was a pretty big bump. That's the kind of ethos with this bike. It just does everything good. A versatile system, I think is what it stands for, Versys. And it seems like that's exactly what it is. Just a middle of the road, does everything. I think this is a good choice for a casual rider or just somebody looking to commute every day on. Yeah, this is just a really easy bike to ride. Alright, so I can flat foot this. I'm 6'1", pretty comfortable bike. Alright, so overall, I think it just does everything good. Nothing bad to say about it. Alright guys, this is Bert's bike. Please like and subscribe and all that great stuff. Leave a comment below, and I will catch you on the next one.